Chicago, one of America's largest and most influential cities, owes its origin to a man of remarkable resilience, vision, and skill, Jean-Baptiste du Sable. Known as the founder of Chicago, du Sable was a man of diverse heritage, remarkable resilience, and incredible vision. His journey from his birthplace in Haiti to the American frontier, where he established a settlement that would eventually become Chicago, is a story of adventure, hardship, and triumph. Jean-Baptiste du Sable was born around 1745 in the French colony of Saint-Domingue, which is now known as Haiti. He was of mixed African and French descent, born to a French father and an African mother. The details of his early life remain somewhat silent, but it is believed that he was well educated, possibly had a Jesuit education that provided him with the skills and knowledge to navigate the complexities of life in the Americas. Du Sable's heritage and upbringing equipped him with linguistic skills and cultural understanding that would serve him well throughout his life. He was fluent in several languages, including French, English, Spanish, and various Native American languages. This ability to communicate across cultural and linguistic boundaries was crucial in his later role as a trader and settler in the American frontier. In the late 1760s, du Sable left Saint-Domingue, likely fleeing the instability and violence that plagued the colony. He made his way to New Orleans, a vibrant and diverse port city under Spanish control at the time. In New Orleans, du Sable became involved in the fur trade, an industry that was central to the economy of the region. His skills as a trader and navigator quickly earned him a reputation as a shrewd and capable businessman. Du Sable's life took a significant turn when he decided to leave New Orleans and venture into the American frontier. By the early 1770s, he had traveled up the Mississippi River and eventually reached the Great Lakes region. This area, which includes part of present-day Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin, was largely wilderness at the time, inhabited primarily by Native American tribes such as the Potawatomi, Ojibwe, and Miami. Du Sable recognized the potential of the region, particularly the area around the southern tip of Lake Michigan. This location, where the Chicago River meets Lake Michigan, was strategically important as it provided access to both the Great Lakes and the vast interior of North America via the river systems. The area was also rich in natural resources, including fertile land, abundant wildlife, and access to trade routes that connected the Great Lakes to the Mississippi River. Around 1779, du Sable established a trading post at the mouth of the Chicago River. This settlement, located near what is now the intersection of Michigan Avenue and Walker Drive in downtown Chicago, would become the foundation of the city of Chicago. Du Sable's trading post was ideally situated to serve as a hub of commerce and interaction between the Native American tribes and European settlers. Jean-Baptiste du Sable's trading post quickly became a center of economic activity in the region. His settlement was more than just a trading post, it was a thriving community that included a large house, barns, a mill, a dairy, and a smokehouse. Du Sable's property was known for its fruit orchards, livestock, and extensive gardens, making it one of the most developed and prosperous settlements in the region. The settlement's success was due in large part to Du Sable's skills as a trader and his ability to build strong relationships with the Native American tribes in the area. The Potawatomi, in particular, became important trading partners and allies. Du Sable's marriage to Kittihawa, a Potawatomi woman also known as Catherine, further solidified his ties to the Native American community. Together, they had 2 children, Jean and Suzanne, and their home became a place where different cultures and peoples could come together in peace. This cultural diversity would become a hallmark of Chicago as it grew into a major city. Life on the frontier was not without its challenges. The Great Lakes region was a contested territory, with various Native American tribes, European powers, and American settlers vying for control. The American Revolutionary War, which lasted from 1775 to 1783, brought additional turmoil to the region as different factions sought to secure their interests. Du Sable's settlement was caught in the middle of these conflicts. Despite the challenges, he managed to maintain peaceful relations with the Native American tribes and navigate the complex political landscape of the time. In 1800, after more than 2 decades of building and managing his settlement, Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable made the decision to sell his property and move on. He sold the trading post to John Kinsey, a prominent trader who would later become one of Chicago's leading citizens. The reasons for Du Sable's departure are not entirely clear, but it is likely that he was seeking a quieter life after years of hard work on the frontier. After selling his settlement, Du Sable moved to St. Charles, Missouri, where he lived out the remainder of his life. He passed away on August 28, 1818, largely forgotten by history at the time. The settlement he had founded, however, continued to grow and develop, eventually becoming the city of Chicago. The settlement that Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable established in the late 18th century laid the groundwork for Chicago's rapid growth in the 19th century. Chicago's strategic location, with access to the Great Lakes and the vast interior of North America, made it an ideal center for trade, transportation, and industry. The city quickly became a hub for the fur trade, agriculture, and manufacturing, attracting settlers from all over the world. As Chicago grew, the influence of Du Sable's settlement could be seen in the city's development. The area around the original trading post became the center of the city, with important buildings, markets, and institutions established nearby. The Chicago River, which had been central to Du Sable's trading activities, became a key transportation route for goods and people, further enhancing the city's growth. For many years, Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable's contributions to the founding of Chicago were overlooked or forgotten. The city he had established grew into one of the largest and most important cities in the United States, but the man who had laid its foundations was largely ignored by history. It wasn't until the 20th century that efforts were made to recognize Du Sable's role in the city's history and to honor his legacy. Finally, in 1968, the city of Chicago officially recognized Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable as the founder of the city. Various landmarks, including the Du Sable Bridge, Du Sable Harbor, and the Du Sable Museum of African American History, were named in his honor.